am here. Welcome to the Here Nor There podcast. How are you doing? How's your week going? I know that I speak to thousands of people on a weekly basis, but I always like to tailor my content towards the individual because it is you in your own reality, in your home, in your office, in your car, currently listening to me. I am grateful for that. I'm grateful to have your attention, and I am here to discuss affirmations, one of my favorite topics. Actually, it's one of my favorite topics, but also a topic that I had a lot of conversation around in the last few months. I'm coming up on about 6 months since Here Nor There was created, since the first video was uploaded. And I believe affirmations, or more importantly, robotic affirmations, have been the talk of the town. That is the new technique that is getting all the attention, all the praise, and all of the disdain at the same time. Because at the end of the day, whatever works for you works for you. I can't tell you what works. I can't tell you what doesn't work. I can only tell you what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And also I can tell you collectively what I see working for others. And I have talked to dozens of clients by now on a one-on-one basis, along with thousands of people that come through the lives in the last few weeks, last few months, along with the comment section, along with emails. And robotic affirmations collectively do not work for people. And that is typically because two things. It's typically because they are affirming from a negative state. They are affirming to get something, which we're all trying to get something. I don't want to get too philosophical here. I try to stay away from the words want and trying and things of that nature. But we are all experiencing having something. And when you're repeating a phrase vocally out loud in a mirror in your car, that is the antithesis of you not having it. As Neville said, it is the same as the poor man in the alley affirming that he is rich and wealthy. So there is a nuance behind affirmations. The second part of that that holds people back is not only affirming in a negative state, in a desperate state, but also the words that people are using, the words that we're choosing to use. I even saw this in my comment section just today, 3 days after I posted the video, and after I actually made a remark about this specific affirmation. I am the person of my dreams. And mostly I see the ladies making this mistake. I feel that is a mistake. I am the lady of my dreams. What does that mean? What does that mean? If you have a bad dream and now that comes to fruition in your life, then yes, you are the lady of your dreams. So let's be specific. Let's not be so artistic. Let's not be so clever that we just avoid simplicity because there is beauty in simplicity. Even in the aesthetics of my actual brand, it's simple, very simple typeface choices, a typeface that has some type of personality to it, though, simple color choices, and speaking through the photography, speaking through the color, speaking through the type choice, speaking through the word choice. And simplicity can get you a long way. Complexity, not so much. Instead of going with these abstract affirmations that sound good, that sound poetic, but don't necessarily mean anything, go simple with it. I feel joy every day I wake up. Powerful affirmation. I am the luckiest man on earth. I'm the luckiest woman on earth. Powerful affirmation. Simple, I am, I have, I feel. Start with that and then build out. And make sure that your affirmation has a goal. Don't let it be aimless. The person of my dreams. I know what you mean by that. I know what you mean by that. But be specific. Oftentimes, the conscious manifester has a problem with specificity when it comes down to the what, but they will be specific about the how and the when and the who and all these things that are not necessarily meant for specificity, but they're meant that way. They are intended for you to be that way with the what. So get very specific to what you want to be and how you want to feel, but not how it comes. And sometimes not who, because if you're manifesting love, love is going to come from all directions, along with the SP, along with the job that loves you, that would love to have you as a candidate, that would love to have you as a full time employee, that would love to have you as a partner in their business. All of that is love, y'all, you know? But I don't want to get too deep off into that. Make sure that those affirmations are not aimless. Make sure that they have a goal. Make sure that it doesn't sound good, but doesn't have meaning. Simplicity is the key. Back to affirmations. Yes, I think they are wildly ineffective for the collective, but If they work for you, so be it. Please don't bombard me with comments about it. Please don't bombard me with trying to get me to believe it. I don't believe it, you know? And there is a nuance to it. And I simply don't believe it just because there's too much effort behind that. When manifestation is meant to be effortless, visualization is effortless. You're literally closing your eyes and just imagining something for a few seconds. Y'all know that I'm subliminal king. I am the emperor of subliminals. I am the sultan of subliminals. I think that sounds a little bit better. Effortless. You record it one time, you buy one from me, I do it for you. You come to Here Nor There platform, it's already there for you for free. You hit play and you go on about your day, you go to sleep, effortless. And it will imprint your subconscious much faster than robotic affirmations. It possibly takes you 10, 15 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes to affirm for something for 1,000 times, for 10,000 times. It might take you the entire day to get to 10,000 affirmations. But you pop that subliminal on while you're sleeping, it'll get those 10,000 reps in while you're sleeping. And it'll imprint your subconscious in a more meaningful way that you're not able to do while you're awake. You see where I'm going with this? Less is more. In your manifestation practice, less is more. Try to go more and more minimal. Try to go more and more general. And that's more and more general with the how. And sometimes with the what, but we're not going to get into that. That's going to be another episode. But mainly, I think going general in love for me in my practice and for those this has worked for, those in my personal life and in my professional life where it worked for, they have gone general because they trust their subconscious. If they're trying to manifest Carlos over here, they know that everyone loves me, everyone adores me, reaches Carlos. They don't have to exclude the entire world just to manifest Carlos or Carla. So less is more. Less is more. And the last point I want to make is words have meaning. And use intense words to describe what you're saying. Adore means to have intense love and respect for somebody. You can love somebody and not respect them. How many of us have experienced that? Use adoration. When you adore somebody, that comes with respect. When you're elated, that's stronger than happy. When you're filled with joy, that is stronger than happiness. When you feel euphoric, that's stronger than I feel good. Take about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, go through Google, use it for what it's actually for, find the meaning of these words, use stronger words, and your subconscious will comply. And it will help you to feel those stronger emotions. Try that for me. Test it and see. That's it for this episode. You're neither here nor there. Thank you for joining me.